I'm here. I'm here. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday. We have an extra stream this week to make up for missing so much earlier. We got some Sector Unknown for you today. What we got going over here? Vald with the OMG finally. Thank you for proving you were first in chat. Katie talks about stream this, stream that, doesn't get the OMG finally redeemed. Starting to think they don't actually care. Possibly. This doesn't look like Solasta 2. Wait, Solasta 2's out? Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, I just entered early access today. Ooh. Well, maybe I should just end stream and watch other people play Solasta 2. Ooh, Graydon with a 90 stream streak. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the support. Apparently you made it this far. Yeah. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, so we are in this research facility. We probably don't need to come over and loot this stuff. No, we did. The elevator's over there, right? Yeah. Yeah, we've explored all of this. The elevator is this way. Might as well clear this room as well. Oh, interesting. Multivitamin, ice cream, maximum energy, and maximum protein are all available in the mess hall. Oh, look at that food. It's fine. It's fine. Sure, the robots took good care of everything. Let's try to get everyone into this area. You spot 4 more robots stationed ahead in the dim corridor. Maintain current position. Deviation not permitted. Human personnel may experience hunger and seek sustenance in the cafeteria. Eliminate on sight. Rude. The moment you step into view, another robot swivels towards you, its sensors flaring to life. Unauthorized organic detected. Hunger assumed. Processing request for extermination. Granted. Wow. Good hit. Oh, no, fade. Boo. Okay. We are in the corner here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to move there. 5, 6. Oh no, that'd still be too far. Yeah, we're in the back row already. Oh, I've got 76 on these. I guess that's good enough. This is the one they hit already? Alright. How much armor? 45. Let's go ahead and do Armor Wrecker. And Rally Call. I guess if I didn't do Armor Wrecker, I could have gotten 3 shots. Oh well. 1 shot. We crit. Well done. Guess we didn't need Armor Wrecker. Let's go ahead and put on Charged Blast for the 2nd shot. Lucky triggered a critical hit for us. Wow, okay. I think we'll stay where we're at and give ourselves close call, stand fast, and roll the dice. Oof. Leave her alone. We are critting like crazy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to move up to there. Or you could take 3 shots at 65. Let's take an extra shot. Not worth it. Leave him alone. There we go. So many crits. These are just basic rifles. Not even rifles, carbines. Okay, looks like he's the only thing in here. Yeah, nothing else to interact with. Come on over here. Alright, let's check the map before we leave this floor. Oh, okay, that's the exit. I was gonna say, did we interact with that? No, that's the exit. Alright. Let's do a little bit of healing. It's gonna get you 60. Yeah, let's keep you topped off. You can get into dangerous situations. Alright. You approach the elevator terminal leading to the 2nd level. Push button. The power successfully rerouted to the elevator. The doors slide open. Okay, there's a terminal here. What else we got? Got a terminal here. Something there. Loot and loot on either side. Alright. You approach the door terminal. Its display flashing red with access denied and visible countermeasures securing the door in place. We can use the bio keycard, which we do not have, or with Engineering 90 override security protocols, or step away. Let's use our Engineering 90 to clear that. You access the terminal's interface, navigating through layers of encrypted code. Exploiting a vulnerability with a diagnostic loop, you manage to bypass the security measures. Moments later, the door unlocks with a soft chime and slides open. Okay. What do we got here? Facility generator reboot protocol. Okay, so this is how we would have rebooted the generator to open up the security floor if we hadn't have just bypassed it with engineering. Instructions for rebooting facility generators. Access terminal. Locate the main generator control terminal in the facility's central power room. Ensure you have the appropriate security clearance. Initiate shutdown. Use the terminal to select shutdown from the control menu. Wait for the system to confirm a full stop of generator operations. Run pre-reboot diagnostics. Verify all systems report safe to reboot. Address any flagged issues before proceeding. Start reboot sequence. Select reboot from the terminal menu. Monitor the system as it cycles through initialization stages. Confirm operational status. Once the reboot is complete, ensure power levels stabilize within acceptable parameters. Verify distribution to all facility sectors. Note: any anomalies during or after the reboot should be reported to the Operations Center immediately. Tampering or bypassing safety checks is strictly prohibited. Okay, so what's this gonna do for us? You approach a terminal dedicated to biological warfare research within a secured section of the military research facility. Read research notes. Get more research. After logging in, you access detailed files on the latest advancements in battlefield biotechnology. The screen displays extensive studies on engineered toxins and viruses, specifically tailored for use in defending strategic locations. These biological agents are designed to be highly effective yet localized, minimizing wider environmental impacts and collateral damage. Further into the logs, you discover ongoing projects focused on enhancing already deadly genetically engineered insects. Originally created to cleanse ships by consuming all organic matter before boarding operations, these insects are frighteningly effective. The current research aims to increase their survivability in hostile environments and to decrease the time they take to neutralize threats. Every second counts, and the latest modifications suggest a significant reduction in response time, potentially increasing tactical advantages before the enemy can respond with countermeasures. The notes highlight a push for a breakthrough that would allow these insects to withstand various counter-biological agents, ensuring their functionality in diverse combat scenarios. Oh, make them harder to kill, yeah. Just what everyone needs. Impossible to kill insects. Okay. More bots in front of that elevator. Let's go ahead and go over here. Alright, got a data pad. Author, Logistics Officer M. Klein. Delivery log, cryogenic fluid. Cargo received. 1 container of cryogenic fluid for experimental thermal regulation systems. Extreme caution required during handling. Warning. Do not allow fluid to come into contact with flesh. Immediate and severe frostbite will occur. Avoid contact with metal surfaces unless properly insulated. Fluid will cause rapid freezing and structural damage. All personnel are reminded to use protective gloves and insulated tools at all times when handling these materials. It's fine. It's fine. It's probably what's in here, I would imagine. Phantom projector. Evasion chance +9. Clip-on device that projects a holographic duplicate, making it difficult for enemies to accurately target you. Neat. You approach a computer stationed in the cryogenics lab. Activating it, the terminal hums to life. Read the cryogenic research notes. Upon accessing the research logs, you uncover extensive documentation on Star Frontier's experiments in soldier preservation. The focus is on Golden Hour technologies, developing small, portable cryotanks designed to stabilize critically wounded soldiers directly on the battlefield. However, deeper into the logs, you find internal communications among Star Frontier executives expressing skepticism about the cost-effectiveness of the cryopreservation project. Memos circulate questioning whether the investment in saving lives outweighs the ongoing costs of insurance and support for the families of private contractors. A particular string of emails reveals a more disturbing calculation from some executives. They suggest that letting soldiers die might be more cost-effective than dealing with the long-term liabilities of wounded survivors. Yeah. The most recent entries indicate mounting pressure from the corporate higher-ups to discontinue the project as part of broader austerity measures. There's a sense of moral conflict and frustration from the research team, who are dismayed at the potential scrapping of a project that could redefine battlefield medicine and save numerous lives. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. What do we got over here? Experience for walking in here. I missed what it said, though. Oh, I discovered this. Approach event, catching faint sounds of shuffling from within. Oh, hey, we might have found someone living. I see the little thing on the floor, too. Yeah. Hello? The shuffling stops abruptly. After a moment, a hesitant voice responds, hey. How are you doing? Fine. Are you hiding in there? A pause. Yeah. Those robots? Killers. Wiped everyone out. Can say, who are you? Or, well, keep hiding. Say your prayers. You'll figure something out. Who are you? Another pause, longer this time. Elrod Smith. I work on starships. The scientists here let me crash for a while. Had nowhere else to go after Star Frontier bailed on us. Was working on some prime starship designs, you know? Then one day, all their research shifted. Can say, great story, listen, I gotta go, take care, or we can recruit them. Listen, Camp Raider is just south of here. Do you have cold weather gear in there? The voice sighs audibly, the sound muffled by the metal walls. Yeah, I do, but these vents, I'm lost. I've been crawling for what feels like hours. Keep climbing. There's a vent near the entrance. Use it to get out. Once you're clear, head to Camp Raider and tell them the Offworlder sent you. I have a ship. Wait for me there. Elrod perks up. A ship, huh? Hey, I can work for you. You need someone who knows ships inside and out? That's me. Can say, yeah, get out of here. Or, sounds good, now go. Yeah, sounds good. The shuffling resumes. Alright, I'm on my way. And hey, thanks. Alright, another recruit. Elrod Smith. Pick up a schematic loaded with complex biological data. Ooh, we can step away or with Science 100 decipher data. Decipher data. You take a moment to analyze the dense information displayed on the screen, which includes intricate details about the bioweapon General Benjamin Alonzo intends to deploy across the sector. The data reveals specifics such as deployment range, lethality rate, and the biochemical mechanisms underlying the weapon's effectiveness. TX930 comments, fascinating. Mastering these bioplans could be pivotal in crafting our defense against the bioweapon, should General Alonzo deploy it before we can intervene. We must retain this for thorough analysis. You securely archive the data for further analysis. Step away. Step away from the schematic. Alright, why is this lit up? Bio keycard, which we don't need anymore. Skank, a rare pistol with a module X12 modification, critical chance 2% after every hit. Probably won't use that, but we'll see. Nothing there. Something on the wall there. Let's check this terminal first. You approach a well-maintained terminal in the office, which is still running on auxiliary power. You can step away or read the supply log. We will read the log. You navigate to the supply and rations log and begin reviewing the latest entries. The logs show a consistent and steady flow of necessary supplies and rations arriving at the facility up until recently. The most recent entries reveal a noticeable slowdown in incoming shipments. You pore over the data, noting the dates and contents of each shipment. The dwindling supplies coincide with increased reports of logistical disruptions and rumored administrative turmoil within Star Frontier. Dr. Ferris Walker, the scientist responsible for the last entry, notes, supplies and rations have been arriving consistently until this past month. There's a marked slowdown that coincides with the rumored challenges Star Frontier is facing. This could significantly impact our research progress and operational efficiency if it continues. Step away. Step away from the computer. Okay. Ooh, that was more science. And what is this on the wall? You approach an office safe, its metallic surface gleaming under the dim light. You can step away or open the safe. Open the safe. The handle refuses to budge. The safe is securely locked. We can use cryogenic fluid, if we had some. We could use the welding kit we found, use the welding kit to open the safe. Or with the Larceny 90, we can hack the lock. Or we could step away. We will hack that lock. After a bit of effort, you successfully bypass the lock's security protocols. The safe clicks open, revealing a single red keycard resting inside. Take the keycard. You retrieve the red keycard and secure it in your inventory. Alright. That is the elevator keycard. So not only did we have to, if we didn't have the skills for these things, we needed to find the reboot instructions, find the key card, the biometric key card, find the reboot instructions, and then find the red key card, which would mean that we would have needed to have the cryogenic fluid, which we haven't found yet, or the welding torch, which we would have needed to get into the room with the bio key card, I believe. Interesting. Okay. As you approach the elevator to the facility's lower levels, a group of robots stands clustered around it. All units disregard ongoing combat noise in adjacent corridors. Priority remains securing access to the lowest levels. High-tier personnel are confirmed below and must be eliminated. Oh, good. So there's still some people alive. Before it can continue, another robot abruptly cuts in, its sensors locking onto you. Alert! Intruders detected. Only a graze. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'll move up to there. Yeah, that puts us at 76. Get a rally call going. We will do armor wrecker and blast. Evaded. Boo. Alright, charge blast. Let's go. Just a graze. Nice crit. Oh, he started blade dancing. This is gonna be a bad day for them. Okay, we still have armor wrecker up. Let's go ahead and do an aimed shot. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd have to move over 2. All right. Faded. Dang. I don't want to do a pinpoint strike. Ooh, got lucky on that one. And let's do close call and stand fast. They're running away. Just a graze. There you go. Man, these things have so much health. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep firing on this one. Yeah, we still have armor wrecker. Alright. Take a shot. Good hit. One more. Nope, just a graze. One more. Graze again. It's so close to being down. It's gonna get a turn. Nice hit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we'll go here. Yeah, fire another shot. Nice hit. And there we go. Excellent. These Annihilator and Carbines. You approach the high security elevator. Now powered, the high security elevator panel lights up but displays a prompt. Keycard required for access. Step away or security keycard. Use keycard. Let's use it. You swipe the security keycard, and after a brief pause, the panel emits a chime of approval. The elevator doors slide open, granting access to the 3rd level. Oof. Useless parts. Holo navigation module. Ooh, piloting. Small holographic projector that can be clipped onto your spacecraft's dashboard, offering real-time navigational data and trajectory optimization. Okay. Poor guy. Oh, I forgot to check the map before I left that previous area. As you approach, a sudden crackle of static fills the air, followed by a voice over an intercom. Hold it right there. You stop, listening. Faint murmuring can be heard on the other side, as if a heated discussion is taking place. After a moment, the same voice returns, uncertain. What do you want? We could say room service, or let me in. Let me in. More muffled arguing filters through the speaker, the button apparently still held down. Finally, the voice comes back, hesitant. If we let you in, are you going to hurt us? Can say no promises, probably not, or no. No, we are not. Another pause. Then with a low hiss, the doors slide open. Okay. Albert Taylor and Ferris Walker. As you step into the room, you find 2 scientists, their postures rigid with fear. One of them speaks first, his voice trembling. Are you with Star Frontier? I'm not sure how to answer that. The 2 exchange nervous glances before the first one continues, his tone now edged with panic. If you're from Star Frontier, then you're here to finish the job, to kill us, for disobeying orders. The second scientist quickly cuts him off with a sharp nudge. Shut up, he hisses. The first scientist falls silent, his lips pressing into a thin line. Disobeying orders? What do you mean by that? They exchange another glance, this time their fear giving way to tentative relief. Oh, thank God. The first one breathes. You can't be with Star Frontier then. You have no idea how much that makes us happy. But wait. His brow furrows as suspicion creeps in. If you're not Star Frontier, then are you a pirate? Nope. Definitely not a pirate. Shakes his head, still trying to make sense of the situation. Then who are you? I'm from Camp Raider. I'm working to stop General Alonso from exterminating all life in the sector. This facility was my best lead. The first scientist frowns deeply. General Alonso, exterminating all life? What are you? He stops mid-sentence, his expression darkening. Oh no, it can't be. You can say spit it out or go on. We'll say go on. The 2 scientists exchange uneasy glances before the first one turns back to you. Did the general say how he plans to do it? How he intends to wipe out the entire sector? He mentioned a bioweapon in his transmission. The scientist's face drains of color. Then, you've come to the right place, he mutters, almost to himself. Did he say why he wants to do this? To kill everyone here? A fresh start. Star Frontier wants to wipe out the pirates, the renegades, the corruption, to start over clean. Let's rewind. You said I've come to the right place. The second scientist clears his throat, his voice tense. We're tasked with researching a bioweapon, derived from a specimen that was sent to us. This is, after all, a weapons research facility. He swallows hard. But when we learned the parameters of this weapon, its intended purpose, we became alarmed. That's putting it mildly. Say alarmed, why? Or what do you mean? Yeah, why alarmed? He exchanges a glance with the other scientist before continuing. We're scientists. Star Frontier paid us very well for our services, and we turned a blind eye to the nature of the weapons research conducted here. There was nothing unethical, no human experimentation, nothing like that. But when we learned this new project's goal, to create a bioweapon capable of eradicating all life across an entire planet. Hey Severin, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. The other scientist cuts in, his voice shaking. We refused. We held a meeting, and nearly all the scientists here voted against the project. That was 2 standard weeks ago. The first scientist's expression darkens. When Star Frontier learned of our decision, they activated a built-in protocol we never even knew about. They decided to purge the facility. So that explains the robots. He nods solemnly. Yes, it was a massacre. We managed to disable the generators to unlock the outside doors and shut down the turrets, hoping it might make it easier for someone, anyone, to come to our aid. But most of us didn't survive. Ferris and I barely made it down here and sealed the doors behind us. If you hadn't come, we would have starved to death. You mentioned a specimen. Ferris swallows and nods. Albert and I each have a key to the vault behind us. By blind luck, we both survived and still had the keys. The specimen is secured inside the vault. To access it, you'll need both keys. Insert them into the terminal over there, and it will unlock the doors. Do you know anything else about it? Where it came from? Ferris shakes his head slowly, regret etched across his face. No, but the vault computer might. They sent us the specimen alongside the technical specifications for the weapon, and that's when we refused. I want you to understand, we did no work on this weapon. We never logged a single bit of research. The moment we realized its purpose, we attempted to shut the project down. So they must have sent it to a different facility. Albert steps forward, his voice heavier, more resolute. We're no strangers to weapons research. We've built tools for precision, deterrence meant to incapacitate or neutralize threats without indiscriminate destruction. Skulks, flesh-devouring insects, engineered toxins, horrible things, yes, but they had focus, purpose. They were meant to spare more than they destroyed. Ferris nods, his voice quiet but firm. But this was different. This was not a weapon of precision. It was a weapon of annihilation. A bioweapon designed to wipe out everything indiscriminately. Life itself is the target. Every man, woman, child, and even the ecosystem they depend on. It's genocide in its purest, most efficient form. They must have another team working on the weapon. Ferris nods, his brow furrowed. A contingency, yes. That's very possible. But from where? We haven't heard anything about another site. We're tracking down a lead. It's a system called Vora, VRS-8812. Have you heard of it? Both scientists shake their heads. No, Albert says. If it's classified, it's beyond anything we were privy to. Ferris glances at Albert, then reaches into his pocket and retrieves a small key, holding it up. Here are our keys. You'll need them to access the vault. Albert follows suit, pulling out his own key and tossing it toward you as well. Ferris averts his gaze, his voice heavy with uncertainty. You have our keys, you have access to the vault and the specimen. What happens to us now? You can say you're both complicit in Star Frontier's atrocities. Even if you refuse the bioweapon, your work has caused enough harm in the sector to merit judgment. Or we can say, if we're going to stop Star Frontier, we'll need all the help we can get. Your scientists and your expertise could make the difference. Will you work with me? Yeah, we'll do that one. Ferris exchanges a glance with Albert before nodding firmly. Yes, of course. We'll do whatever we can to assist you. Just tell us what you need. Good. For now, stay here. I've neutralized the robots, and there should be plenty of supplies to keep you going until I need you. Albert nods. That's the Terra scientists. Albert nods, relief evident in his expression. There's decades worth of rations in the galley. We'll stay put until you call on us. Thank you. And good luck out there. You'll need it. Okay, so anything? We can't talk to them at all. Let's interact with this terminal. The computer hums to life as you approach, its screen displaying a prompt for access. Step away or open vault door. Open vault door. You insert both scientist keycards into the terminal. After a soft chime and a brief pause, the vault door behind you glides open with a quiet hiss, revealing what lies inside. It's Vault Tech. You step into the vault, its stark emptiness unsettling. The space is eerily quiet, with nothing to fill the void except a single reinforced container near the far end. Behind it sits a lone computer terminal. TX-930 observes. A vault of this magnitude for a single specimen. Intriguing. And the terminal doesn't do anything. As you approach the container at the center of the vault, your eyes are drawn to the delicate, suspended leaf within the protective glass. Its vibrant, unnatural hue almost seems to glow in the sterile light of the vault. All this for a single leaf? Or analyze? Analyze. TX-930's sensors whir softly. Acknowledged. Analyzing. His voice trails off for a moment, then resumes with an uncharacteristic hesitation. Oh, incredible. TX, what is it? After a pause, TX-930 responds, his tone incredulous, yet measured. This specimen is unlike anything cataloged on Earth. Its genetic structure contains no trace of known terrestrial biology or any evidence of genetic engineering. The DNA sequence diverges in every possible way from Earth's tree of life. Its protein encoding, its nucleotide patterns, even its replication mechanism. It's entirely distinct. Interesting. What are you saying? Or a Science 60, by distinct you mean alien. Yeah. TX-930's tone is resolute. Correct. This specimen is an entirely new organism. It is completely alien in origin. As far as I'm aware, this would mark humanity's first confirmed encounter with extraterrestrial life. And scientists here, this is what they were using to research the weapon? TX-930 continues, his voice thoughtful. A specimen of this nature could provide unprecedented insights for heightened bioweapon development. We should secure it immediately. It may hold further clues. Take specimen. Carefully, you retrieve the jar, ensuring it remains stable as you place it securely in your gear. TX-930 remarks, we should access the vault computer. It may contain additional data on the origins of this plant. This discovery is extraordinary. Ooh, maybe the planet that life comes from is in that hidden sector, or the secure sector. You access the vault computer, its interface displaying numerous files and prompts. TX-930's voice cuts in, measured but expectant. Focus on the shipping manifests. If the specimen had an origin, it will be listed there. Check the shipping manifest. Sorting through an overwhelming number of entries, you input the classified clearance codes recovered from the scientists. Amid the clutter, one manifest stands out, marked Top Priority, and originating from the classified Vora system. Yeah. VRS-8812. TX-930's tone sharpens. Vora. Do you recognize that name? Vora, that's our hidden system. TX-930 affirms. Precisely. Let's see what else we can uncover. Digging deeper into the manifest, you locate additional details. The shipment's destination was a planet within the Vora system, Xenobiota. Its precise coordinates are listed alongside an ominous notation about biological assets. Xenobiota, that must be where they're staging the bioweapon. TX-930 responds, almost marveling. The name itself suggests a world unlike any other humanity has encountered before. Alive, thriving, a rare anomaly. If this specimen came from there, the planet must be teeming with life. Extraordinary. Then that's where we need to go. Sounds entirely too dangerous. TX-930 responds, not yet. We still need to locate the jump gate leading to Vora. And even with the location in pocket, we would also require IFF codes, identification, friend or foe, to pass through without being intercepted. Any ideas? War score increase, Aramterra facility. TX-930 pauses before replying. Helfir. We haven't explored that planet yet. It could hold the answers we need. That should be our next destination. But first, let's report back to Lieutenant Vermillion. He will want to know that the facility is secured and under our control. Alright, save in progress. And it gives us a returned entrance. Excellent. Such good quality of life right there. And off we go. Hey, so back to the base, then off to Hellfire. I may actually travel back to our home base as well before we go to Hellfire. That way we can spend some of these science points. Probably be a good idea. Alright. Oh, do you have anything new to say? Okay, nope. Same old stuff. Lieutenant Vermilion turns as you approach, his expression unreadable. Good to have you back. Anything else to report? The facility is ours. Vermilion exhales sharply, shaking his head in astonishment. He pauses before looking up again. You did it. I can hardly believe it. Was there anything of value inside? And say we found what we believe to be the staging ground for the bioweapon. There was an alien plant specimen housed in one of the vaults, something unlike anything we've seen before. Or we uncovered shipping manifests linked to a classified planet. It's our best lead. Yeah, we can share information with him. We'll go with number 1. His brow furrows deeply. Alien, are you certain? Without a doubt. It's nothing from our world, or any known world. The planet it came from might be teeming with life. Vermilion nods. Vermilion nods slowly, the weight of the revelation sinking in. If that's true, it changes everything. We're not alone. Not anymore. What's your next move? We still need to locate the jump gate to the Vora system, but with the location of the planet, we're one step closer to General Alonso and the weapon. Aram Terra pacified! Dun dun dun. Vermilion meets your gaze with determination. You'll have our full support every step of the way. Good luck. Okay, let's take a quick look in here. So we have on ice, eliminated the pirates of Aram Terra. That was last session. Better sorry than safe. You spared the scientists on Aram Terra. And Snowwalker, you pacified Aram Terra. What do we still got? Taking a quick look through the achievements. Okay, so there's stuff for Hellfire. Still more support personnel to find. Hey. Otis Drinkwater Clean House. Otis Drinkwater. Which guy was that? I don't remember now. I remember the name, but I don't remember where we met him. Oh, well. Okay, leave Aram Terra. Wait, Frostbitten, return to Lieutenant Vermilion. That's here, right? Yeah. We had to talk to him again. Whoops. Lieutenant Vermilion looks up as you approach. Yes, I recovered the thermal layers. Lieutenant Vermilion turns surprise. From the pirate base? Correct. He nods, stepping forward to take the crate. Well done. It'll take some time to reintegrate these into our armor systems, but this is a game changer. It'll give my troops a fighting chance out there. Thank you. More questions? Lieutenant Vermilion gives a short nod. Go ahead. I'll be back. Good luck. I will never be back. Thermal layers removed. Okay. But yeah, we just gotta go over to Helfir. Oh, I don't even have to be there. Launch the ship into orbit. Yes. Let's go. Zo is more than a planet. It's a pressure cooker. Well then. We fixed the problems there, so it should be okay now. Right, Aram Terra cleared. That's Helfir over there, yeah. And we want to wait to claim these planets until we boost our research a bit. Haven't done any of the space combat stuff yet. But we haven't done a lot of research on the space combat yet either. Is that another ship like ours? That's another ship like our ship. Helfir, an inferno of a planet. Helfir's surface roils with the constant upheaval of its fiery heart. Rivers of molten rock traverse its landscape, and volcanic eruptions are as regular as the rise and fall of the tides. Amidst the sulfuric acid fumes, the planet's formidable geological features stand as monuments to its violent nature, with cavernous lava tubes and imposing volcanic peaks that scar the horizon. Well then. 11,000 kilometer radius. Average planetary temperature of 1,000 degrees Celsius. That's a big swing from the last planet we were on. 180 day year. Gravity the same as Earth's. 5 times the atmospheric pressure of Earth, though. Interesting. Alright. Carnifex Station. As you enter the cockpit upon nearing the planet Helfir, TX-930 informs you. No radio contact with the surface, but there's a message broadcasting on a loop. Play the message. Immediately, a voice begins to transmit the comms, clear despite its somber tone. To all who dwell within the fires of Helfir, hear this counsel of peace. As the sands accept the wind without resistance, so must we accept the approach of Star Frontier. It is the natural order of things, an end that promises rebirth. The message continues, the voice calm and deliberate. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. Yet the Oracle of Flames tells us that even Star Frontier, in all its might, cannot alter the course of nature's end. We must not cling to life, but accept the embrace of inevitability. The final segment plays, the voice almost ethereal. As the universe expands and contracts, so does the fate of all within it. To resist is to suffer needlessly. Let us, instead, welcome the end as the beginning of a new existence, free from the bonds of physical constraints and mortal concerns. Surrender, and find peace in the infinite cycle of being. As the transmission begins to loop again, TX930 remarks, "The Oracle of Flames, apparently the child born on Helfir. Except his message has evolved from what we previously encountered on the show. He no longer preaches resistance against Star Frontier, but acceptance of fate. An intriguing shift. Anything else coming from the planet?" TX930 responds, "Negative on additional transmissions. Shall I initiate landing protocols for Helfir's mining facility?" "Proceed with landing." Understood. Initiating landing sequence now. As the ship descends, the buffeting intensifies with each layer of Helfir's sparse atmosphere. Sparse atmosphere? It's 5 times Earth's pressure at the surface. The vessel rocks, mimicking the unstable nature of the planet itself, as you breach through the thin atmospheric veil surrounding the volcanic world. I wonder if that was supposed to be a 0.5, not a 5. Star Frontier doesn't abandon people, they discard them. Outposts in Null Sector were left to rot, their inhabitants forgotten, while the corporation focuses on what truly matters to them: profit margins. New planet, Helfir. As you step out of the ship, the oppressive heat of Helfir envelops you, kept at bay only by the sealed protection of your suit. The landing pad is scattered with crates and equipment, all bathed in the fiery glow of the planet's molten horizon. TX930's voice filters through the comms. No welcoming party, it seems. I suggest we proceed to the administration center without delay. Okay. We hit level 40. How far are you from 40? Pretty close, but we'll go ahead and do everybody else's level right now. So for our main character, we maxed out speed. What do we want to max next? Hit chance, armor pen, initiative, and range damage. I think we're going to max out coordination next. Yeah, let's max out coordination next so we hit more reliably. Okay. Not a lot we could do there. That would cost 2 points. That would cost 1 point. So 2... 4, 5. $7 points for the next one? Yeah, so we gotta save those points. Skills. I guess we put more into rifles. There we go. We're at an 85% chance to hit now. Pretty nice. Perks. We have 9 points. Anything we want out of mitigation still? Extra health. Minus crit chance. That might be okay. Damage if outnumbered. Damage for each team kill. Critical damage if high initiative. Health restored per team kill. Health restored for team. Damage if high initiative. Or damage if they have a high crit chance. That might be really good. Damage for missing health. Damage for each team kill. Let's go ahead and do the damage if the enemy has high crit chance. That's going to be a good idea, I think. Kill them faster if they're super dangerous. Okay, Stringfellow has maxed out strength and int. What's going to be important for him? I think speed is important for him next. He has good accuracy. He has good damage and health. Yeah, more speed. There we go. I guess we can start putting points into swords now for him. Actually, do we want to do swords or unarmed? Let's do unarmed. Hey Trisha, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. OMG finally, BRB. Last call is at 4. You're gonna die. Oh no. I'm sorry. Work has been so terrible. But thank you for at least lurking. Greatly appreciated. And please, do not die. Stringfellow. Oh, we reset him. I forgot to... No wonder he hasn't been doing as well. He doesn't have any perks. And that's why he's been taking so much damage as well. Whoops. Okay. Get him his action points. And initiative. Get him his mitigations. Health. Evasion. Health. Minus incoming melee and range damages. Health for a helmet. Health for chest armor. Minus incoming crit damage. That's what was really getting him. It's the crit damage. Maybe a chance of regaining health each turn. Maybe, we'll see. Minus incoming damage if outnumbered. Yeah. Action points for combat. Okay, and then he needs Blade Master. Crit Killer, Titan Challenger, yeah, Weapons Master. There we go. Much better. Whoops. Should have realized it once I noticed he was doing very poorly in combat. I thought the fights were just getting tougher. Nope. We had respec'd him and never redone his perks. Alright. Cheetah's turn. Oh yeah, Cheetah does not have her level up yet. So we'll wait on that. Let's get our robot friend here. Max out his vision. There we go. So we have a 10 in everything except aggression now. Guess we're gonna have to pick someone to max out aggression as well. Just so we have access to it. Let's get him more speed. Let's see here. Let's get him more weapon skill, I think. And then let's get some luck. And yeah, the rest on the weapon. 69. Nice. Okay. Let's take a quick look through the stuff we've found. That is a carbine. Okay. Check for you. Is that better? No. And then these are all normal ones. Have a pistol to check. That's going to be her. That pistol is not better. I thought we found another one too. Guess not. Maybe it was this one. No. Oh well. Did we find any melee weapons? No, we did not. No additional armor. We did find some skill items that we don't need. That evasion chance is not bad, but we don't need it right now. That is a welding kit, key card, key card, key card. We haven't found a lot of junk yet. Surprised. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Okay. His aggression's only 3. Yeah, no matter what, it's going to take us a little bit to boost these up. We got him to 7 speed. We could probably focus on aggression next. Make his crits even more dangerous. He already has a really high crit chance. Okay, let's look at the map. So some loot over here and a panel. Loot and a panel. Just loot. Looks like there's a building there, but no buildings on the other ones. Alright, let's loot this platform first. Okay, we've seen that. Nice, more sapphire. Oh, nano engineer tablet. We don't need that anymore. A lot of credits in there. Useless parts. Okay, not bad. There's somebody over here, Wanda White. And there's Jim Akers over here, along with an industrial robot. Alright, let's go over here first then. Less people to deal with. Oh, no, there's another person. Ruben Rizzo. All the looting. Neuroresonator, luck +7. Oh, neat. Exterior module that enhances the speed and accuracy of your subconscious pattern recognition algorithms. And headache, rare carbine. Vortex modification, armor pen 4% if equipped with a Nexus visor. Nice. Get some very specific setups. I very much appreciate that. go talk to her. You approach a woman in a spacesuit, muttering curses under her breath. What's wrong? She doesn't turn around. What's wrong? These damn thermal regulators, that's what. The facility is unbearably hot, and we're all sweating like crazy. I'm trying to fix it, but I am not the right person for the job. Our technician offed himself last month. And say maybe I can take a look, or that's too bad, or maybe I can take a look. She gestures towards machinery. Be my guest. Name's Wanda, by the way. And say, on second thought, I have no idea. Or with engineering 60, we can say, I'm thinking either the flow regulators are jammed, or there's a breach in the thermal insulation. Check those first. Wanda nods, impressed. I'll be damned. Alright, I'll get right on it. She turns, cracks her knuckles, and begins adjusting the components. Okay. And then Ruben here. You approach a man slumped next to a thermal regulator, his sobs muffled up by his helmet. In a futile attempt to clear his tears, he smears dust across the visor instead. Curse my luck. Curse my luck. What's the problem? Or hey, why don't you... Woo! Yeah, why don't you suck it up and grow a spine? And I'm not getting involved with it. Or I'm not getting involved with this. What's the problem? He glances up at you. My wife, she's gone. Just gone. Why me? Slow down. Where did she go? He shakes his head, his gestures erratic and aimless. Who knows? She was kidnapped by that bastard Richard Gibbs, and now she's just gone. What am I supposed to do now? She was a fine wife, maybe even a good one. So let me get this straight. This Richard Gibbs kidnapped your wife, and you don't know where he took her. He raises his voice, anger flaring up. Those disbelievers, heathens, all of them. But Richard Gibbs especially. He took her, yeah, but where to? I don't know, alright? Sue me. I didn't follow them. They might have, I don't know, killed me, maybe. Disbelievers? Or dirtbag coward? Disbelievers. Yeah, the anti-zealots. You know? They don't believe in the child Messiah. Think the whole thing's a sham. Maybe it is. I don't really care. We're all screwed anyway. All I wanted was to have my wife with me a bit longer before it all goes to hell. Just wanted to enjoy her before Star Frontier drops the hammer, you know? Is that too much to ask? He turns away, continuing to sob uncontrollably, seemingly beyond any comfort. Hey Pat, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. Wait, where is the snow? Oh, we're done with the snow planet. We're on the lava world now. You engage the terminal and find a series of communication logs predating the collapse. Step away or examine packets. Examine packets. The first message is from a miner on Hellfear, expressing concern to his foreman about whispered troubles within Star Frontier's boardrooms. The foreman replies, devoid of details, advising the miner to seek answers through official channels. The next packet shows the miner heeding the foreman's advice, directing his inquiry about the potential cessation of Star Frontier operations to more official corporate channels. This message, however, goes unanswered. Trisha's second home. Wow! The final communication is more severe. It's from the foreman to the miner, abruptly terminating his employment for stirring unrest, labeling it as detrimental to corporate morale. He is instructed to await transportation off the system on the next available shuttle. The trail of messages stops there. Step away from the terminal. Okay. So this is the Believers entrance. I guess that means I should probably come on over here next. E0-7564 Industrial Robot. The robot observes your approach, its single lens swiveling to focus on you. Greetings. This unit has an urgent request for you. And say, alright, let's hear it, or no time, sorry. or curse him out. Alright, let's hear it. The robot hesitates briefly. Then its synthesized voice continues. This unit's designation is P0-7564. My master, I require your assistance in locating her. Her vessel was last reported adrift in the Morrow system. I wish to rescue her from her current predicament. Current predicament? That is correct, the robot replies. My master has suffered an unfortunate incident. She procured a stasis tank to preserve her vital functions, intended for use when her expiration became imminent. However, she mistakenly activated the tank prematurely and has now locked herself inside. Oh no! Her vital signs are stable, but she is suspended unnecessarily. My programming prevents physical interaction with the tank's systems, and I fear her indefinite stasis will prevent her from fulfilling her remaining lifespan. She has many productive years ahead. So you want us to locate her ship and get her out of this tank? Affirmative, the robot says. I am unable to accompany you physically, but I note the presence of a vocabulator AI within your possession. Perhaps you could upload my memory and personality core, allowing me to join your mission. TX-930, any objections? TX-930's voice filters through with a hint of disdain. While I find the prospect of sharing space with this outdated model distasteful, I can allocate a partitioned section of memory to house its personality core. If this is your wish, I will comply. Can say, on second thought, I don't want anything to do with this, but we're going to go with, alright, provide me the coordinates. And we'll assist when we get the chance. The robot's lens seems to brighten slightly. Acknowledge. Transmitting coordinates now. Initiating personality matrix transfer. A moment passes as the robot's memory and personality core are uploaded into your vocabulator, alongside the coordinates of the ship adrift far off in the Morrow system. Once the transfer is complete, the robot in front of you ceases motion, its lens dimming as it becomes unresponsive. Okay. Locate the ghost ship in the Morrow system. We got a data pad over here. Inspection notes. The miners here are a tough, unruly bunch, but the contraceptive protocols seem to be working as intended. Keeping them focused on the job and curbing any distractions from fraternization has proven effective in maintaining productivity. That said, I'm beginning to question the wisdom of approving a bar in the administration facility. It may have been intended to keep morale from bottoming out, but it feels like inviting chaos to the doorstep. A single bad shift or a brawl could set off tensions we don't need. Perhaps something to revisit during the next operational review. For now, the facility is holding steady, but the strain on both infrastructure and personnel is palpable. I'll recommend increased security oversight, just in case. It's time to organize a rebellion against the Star Frontier with all the Forgotten Sector people. Get the pirates and others to join you instead of killing them. That's the problem, is the pirates won't join us. Okay, there's a person back there, but let's loot this stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Remove a bar after giving it to the troops. That will go well. Yeah, I know. Bad Day, an uncommon pistol with a Viper modification. Prospero Core, finances +7. Pocket-sized device that optimizes investment algorithms, making your financial endeavors more fruitful. And a Pasket helmet. That might be better than some of the helmets that we're using. Let's check for him first. That is definitely better. Alright, yeah, that's going on him. He takes the most hits. And let's check his helmet on other people. That is even to what we're wearing. And even to what she's wearing. Alright. Nice find there. Argon. And some silicon. Who's this? Mark Score. A man in a spacesuit glances around nervously before locking eyes with you, his pupils wide with unease. What do you want? Something wrong? He shakes his head, a little too quickly. No, nothing. Just leave me alone, please. You can say, another head case, or all right, but we're going to say, you sure I can't help? His breathing quickens and his head shakes even more violently. No, just go. Suit yourself. He turns away, shoulders tense, gaze darting to the shadows like he's waiting for something, or someone. Okay. I'm guessing that'll be linked to a future quest. What do we got over here? Yeah, so the robot and Jim Akers. But more over here. Do a bit more looting. Alright, let's talk to this person and to the robot, and then we'll interact with these panels. You approach a man meticulously examining a series of blue crates on the platform. What are you doing? He glances back, trying to find some food. Anything, really. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here, literally. He gestures towards the containers. It's that bad here? Didn't change the graphic on his helmet? Yeah, his outfit never changes. He's still in his military armor. Taking everything you see. Who's the pirate now? I mean, I think this stuff was left here for me. Nobody ever says anything about it. Gotta go run some Apex with bro. Big love, man. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good run. All right. Let's see here. He shrugs, getting there. The Zealots left a while back, and the anti-Zealots followed them out. That's eased some of the strain on the facility. But still, resources are tight. The only thing we're flush with is booze. Seems like the bar was stocked for a decade of toasts and letdowns. Can you tell me more about what's happening here? He shakes his head, his attention returning to the crates. Not right now. Go talk to one of those lazy guys inside. I've got my hands full here. With that, he dives back into his search, rummaging through the contents. Shoot straight. See you at work. At work. Okay. What's this? You approach the terminal overlooking the landing pad's massive dish. Activating it brings up navigational data for Star Frontier transports. You can step away, or with piloting 100, examine the navigational records. Yeah, let's look at those records. So you analyze the records, you uncover years of data tracking the movements of Star Frontier transports and other vessels across the sector. Patterns begin to emerge, revealing consistent ship routes and activity leading up to the collapse. TX-930 remarks, while this data pertains to past movements, could prove invaluable. By analyzing these patterns, we may be able to predict future Star Frontier ship activity across the sector. This warrants further examination. Ooh, fleet transit data. War score increase. Transmit the extracted data back to Maku for further analysis. Step away. Step away from the terminal. Alright. Let's talk to the robot. SP-4607. You approach a robot hunched beside a generator, quietly studying its bolts and power relays. This unit must acquire, it mutters to itself. What are you doing? Or I should go now. What are you doing? Without looking up, the robot replies flatly. This unit is formulating a strategy to liberate this power generator. Liberate? You mean steal it? Liberate? The robot pauses, seemingly processing your question with care. Affirmative. This unit intends to unlawfully extract and convert this generator into liquid assets via resale. You mean steal it? The robot does not respond as it continues to assess the piece of equipment. That generator weighs at least 4,000 pounds. How do you plan on moving it? Or, hey genius, takes a dozen people and a loading mech to budge that thing. Yeah, it weighs at least 4K. Here's a pause at the robot's internal processor, as the robot's internal processors whir audibly. Finally, it turns its head. This unit has not yet resolved that logistical variable. And what exactly do you want with the money? You don't eat, you don't sleep, you don't need shelter. The robot interrupts, almost indignant. Irrelevant. This unit desires material wealth. Wealth is power. Wealth is security. Wealth is shiny. Hey, Pat, I think I found a robot for you to recruit. It gestures vaguely at the generator. This object has resale potential. Unfortunately, this unit lacks the contacts, the mobility, and the opposable moral framework to proceed. You know, maybe we can help each other. We've come across a number of bodies in our travels, plenty of loot to go around, interested in joining us. Or, well, good luck with that. Or, if I had a credit for every glitched out hunk of scrap I've come across in this sector, I'd be rich myself. Yeah, let's see if he'll, can we get another robot companion? The robot halts its assessment of the generator. Looting does sound lucrative. Would this unit receive a share of the spoils? Is highly motivated by the concept of wealth, this unit intends to get rich, or experience deactivation trying. Can say on second thought, forget it, or no promises, but maybe we'll work something out. Yeah, no promises. The robot glances at the generator, then back at you. Acceptable terms. This unit will accompany you. Let us plunder. Sweet. Companion recruited, SP4607, Null Sector. Null Sector Warlord. Got a war score of over 10k. Nice. Didn't realize companions added a war score. Alright, yeah, let's go into here first. Oh, that takes us out into... Alright, so there is only one habitation facility in here. It's just over here. Alright. Easy enough. I got Cheetah her level up. As you exit the elevator, a robot activates and turns towards you, booting up from sleep mode. Greetings, sir or madam. I am LR-9909. Welcome to the Hellfear Onboarding and Administration Facility. The luxuriously stocked bar is located to my left, and the administration offices are directly ahead should you require assistance. The bar actually appears to be on your right. The robot processes this information briefly. Affirmative. To my right. Are you alright? The robot pauses momentarily. This unit is functioning within acceptable parameters. However, maintenance protocols have not been fully adhered to by current inhabitants. This unit remains operational. What is this place? The robot reactivates. As previously mentioned, this is the Hellfear Onboarding and Administration Facility. If you are a worker or visitor, you may enjoy the amenities at the bar. For administrative assistance, such as inquiries about missing payments or other labor-related issues, please proceed to the offices located directly ahead of this unit. In front of me, you mean? The robot pauses, processing the correction. Affirmative. As previously indicated, the offices are positioned in the corridor directly behind me. But you said in front of you. The elevator is in front of you. The robot nods. Affirmative. The elevators are indeed positioned in front of this unit. You can say, I'm not here to argue with a directly challenged robot. I'll find my own way around here. Or with perception 20. You're blind, aren't you? The robot pauses. Correct. This unit's visual sensors have been removed. Why have they been removed? The robot shifts slightly. This unit believes it was the work of scavengers. The individuals who removed my visual sensors referenced a black market for high-value components. Are there lots of scavengers around here? The robot nods. It is not within this unit's function to speculate on such matters. Please accept my apologies. Say, all right, that's all for now, or thanks for nothing. No, that's all for now. The robot nods again. Should you have further inquiries, do not hesitate to ask. Enjoy your stay on Hellfear. Marvel Man, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, I'm here. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Okay, so the bar is over here. We're looking... Let's see here. Max Littlefoot. Faye... Stankovitz. Tim Orr. Ivy Smith. Sixto Ping. Ola Touch. Isra Almasi. And TP-8070 robot. Alright, let's... we haven't saved for a while. Let's save real quick. Move on up. As you approach the bar, a woman's voice rises above the ambient noise, her anger palatable. Why won't you understand? The message from the child has changed. He's telling us to lay down and die, to wait for Star Frontier to finish us off. You've all heard it. A man slouched at a nearby table raises his head wearily. Faye, none of us can stand against Star Frontier. Believe her or not, what's the point? That's why we're here drinking away our troubles, not gearing up for a lost cause. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Faye's frustration is palpable as she... Oh yeah, is palpable as she addresses the room. Isra, we were right to be skeptical from the start, even when he was rallying us to resist. We tolerated his presence despite our doubts. But now, his message has shifted. He's advocating for our surrender, telling us to accept our demise. This isn't just a shift, it's a betrayal. We need to act before it's too late. Another patron, his voice slurred by alcohol, yells back, "Who cares? We're all screwed anyway. Forget the child. Forget the acolytes. And you're a heretic crusade too, Faye. None of us give a damn. Can't you see that?" Faye's frustration builds as she addresses the room, focusing her disdain on one of the patrons. Ola Touch. Always the opportunist, aren't you? Bet you won't just sit back and wait for the end. But what about the rest of you? This child is leading us to our doom. We need to take action, not just sit here waiting to die. Help us. Help us fight. Good job, Wisebot. Her voice, thick with urgency, fails to stir her audience. The room remains unmoved, their gazes fixed on their drinks, resigned to their fates. Faye looks around one final time before she finally turns and storms out. Well then. Alright, Max Littlefoot, what do you have to say? You approach Max Littlefoot at the bar. He sips his drink, eyes not leaving the glass. Quite the scene, huh? You can call her crazy, or say, yeah, she seemed upset. We'll say that. Max shakes her head. Crazier than a rat. This place does that to folks. Otherwise, normal people just lose their marbles after a while. Pat can supply some of those. Anyway, not to change the subject too quickly or anything, but do you have any knowledge about electrical grids? Why do you ask? Or electrical grids? Why do you ask? He takes another drink. Because the facility here is running on auxiliary power. I can't figure out why we aren't operating at full capacity. Our last technician offed himself. Got Wanda checking the thermal regulators, and I'm supposed to be sorting out the grid. Only I don't know the first thing about any of that. I could take a look, or... Can't help you, sorry. I could take a look. Hey, Marvel Man bought some marbles from Pat. Don't lose those ones, too. Locate the maintenance hatch. Unlikely companions. Max nods appreciatively. Would you? The maintenance hatch is in generator room. I would start there. I'll buy you a drink or 6 if you manage to sort it out. He then signals to the bartending robot for another round. Alright, Tim Orr. You approach the table where a man and a woman are deep in conversation over their drinks. As you draw near, the man looks up. Howdy, Tim Orr. My friends call me Tim. What can I do for you? Oh, what can I do you for? I overheard the woman who just left. Tim shrugs. Faye? Yeah, she and her crew got a bug in them about that supposed child. Suppose you don't believe the child exists? Or so you're not a believer then? Or supposed? Supposed you don't believe the child exists? The woman next to him scoffs. The kid's as real as my last paycheck. All smoke and mirrors. Tim Orr narrows his eyes thoughtfully. Well, Ivy, it's debatable. I'm not ready to completely write it off. There aren't many who claim to have seen the kid, but those who have, they enter his chamber as doubters and leave as true believers. He takes a slow sip of his drink. But here's the strange part. Just like Faye mentioned, there's been a shift. Originally, this child was all about resistance, urging people to stand up against Star Frontier, not just to accept their fate. Now, suddenly, he's preaching submission, almost like he's flipped the script. Tim looks away. Doesn't add up, does it? Either something's influencing him, or maybe he's not what he seems. And say, I thought no children were allowed on Hellfear? Or how did some kid end up on Hellfear? Thought they were restricted from being here. Go with number 2. Tim shakes his head. That's right, no children allowed. Plus, conception is technically impossible here. All workers, men and women, are rendered infertile for the entire 4-year contracts. You see this place? It's a challenge just to sustain the current crew, let alone any unexpected additions. Yet, rumor has it that the mother managed to have her child anyway, right at the end of her contract, about 3 years ago. Could the contraceptive treatments have failed? Or sounds like someone was doing some fancy stuff to bypass those contraceptives. Could the treatment have failed? Tim laughs lightly. No chance. They're foolproof. Star Frontier made absolutely sure of that. Where's the mother now? Tim takes a sip of his drink and averts his gaze. Nobody knows for sure. She supposedly had the child, then vanished. What about the child? Do you know where I can find him? Or... again, supposedly. Yeah, supposedly. Ivy rolls her eyes. Like I said, it's all BS. Alright, thanks for the info. Tim nods and turns back to his drink. Oh, can we ask the question about the child? Ivy Smith shakes her head. Not now. Old Tim here is all the company I can handle for one day. And say, fine, be that way, or alright. No, alright. She turns back to her drink, focus clearly fixed on the glass in front of her. Yeah, no need to bother someone if they don't want to be bothered. Alright. Isra Almasi. As you draw near, Isra raises a hand in a gesture of exhaustion. I'm sorry, I'm just too tired to talk. And so you said standing up to Star Frontier was a lost cause. What if I told you that's not true? Isra glances up briefly, then back down at his drink. I would tell you to prove it. Until then, let me drink in peace. Ola Touch. The man glances up as you approach, a sly grin spreading across his face. Hey there, how are you? Name's Ola Touch. Know what I despise more than anything? Dying. And you know what's a close second? Being broke. It looks like I'm headed for a grand finale. Dying broke. It's a real kick. Right? Right. Ola takes another swig, grimacing as the liquid hits. Listen, I've cooked up a scheme, but I need a fresh face, someone with clean hands. Folks around here, they see right through me. But you're an unknown. Sure, you might ping a few radars, but trust me, you'll be under the radar compared to me. And say you don't even know me or scheme? You don't even know me. Ola gives a nonchalant shrug. True, I don't. But time's ticking down with Star Frontier likely to roll up on us any minute. Desperate times and all that jazz. With or without the so-called child, our days are numbered, right? Here comes the pitch. His eyes gleam with a mix of greed and excitement. That's right, you ready? It's simple. 50-50 split. Rich pickings, I'm estimating around 10,000 credits each. I'm the mastermind, you're the legs. Tempting enough for you? I'm all ears, or I'm out. I don't know if just listening is going to actually accept. 'Cause I don't want to do this, most likely. Let's listen and see what it actually entails. Ola looks you up and down before leaning closer. Alright, listen, the maintenance robots in this facility, they're programmed with failsafes and basic encryption for their operation logs and internal billing systems. Each one holds a digital ledger for maintenance costs and budget allocations. I've developed a bypass module. It's a sophisticated little device that hooks into their network interface ports. He pulls a small device from his pocket. Your part? Simple. Attach one of these bypass modules to each of the 3 bots. It'll intercept and reroute the financial data, siphoning off a bit of their transaction flow without tripping their security protocols. It's dead money anyhow. Star Frontier doesn't need it anymore. Ola smirks. Handle the back-end decryption. I handle the back-end decryption and funnel the funds right into our pockets. What do you say? You in? Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Ola nods with a slight grin and raises his glass. To fortunes found and shared, my friend. Slams his drink back and then slides the skimmer devices across the table to you. Get these on the robots without drawing attention. The sooner we're in business, the sooner we're rolling in credits. Okay. You enter the bathroom and find a man sprawled on the floor, lying in his own urine, excrement, and vomit. He moans weakly, his head leaning back against the wall. What happened to you? Or I want what this guy is having. What happened to you? He mumbles. If you're courting death, amigo, order what I just had. And what's that? He wipes several strings of vomit dangling from his lips, eyes still closed. Adios. Fine, be that way. Or, I've killed men for less. Or did you just call me? Fine, be that way. The man shakes his head weakly. No, you don't get it. That's what I had. It's called adios. Sounds like I might regret it. Or I see. Sounds like I might regret it. As he shifts, liquid excrement bubbles out from behind him. He shakes his head weakly. No way, amigo. I'm having the time of my life. Are you blind? No, you're right. Looks like you're having a blast. Or, Or the biology 20. I'm concerned that if you lose any more fluid, you'll dehydrate to death. Yeah, biology 20 there. He bukes again before managing to point a trembling finger up at you. Who cares? Life is forfeit anyhow. No, I want you to tell that bartender that Sixto Ping sent you for an adios. Drink it down, then you'll see, amigo. You'll see and understand. I don't know about that. Sounds like bad news. Let's save before we talk to this thing. We might do it just to see what happens. Cannot reach. Oh, there we go. Bartending robot adjusts its visual receptor as you approach. Let this unit assist you. What's on tap? Or did you know you have a man dying in your bathroom? Or just a water for now? What's on tap? The robot rotates slightly, scanning its array. This establishment is stocked with an extensive selection of liquors from across the sector. Star Frontier has spared no expense to keep morale high. So, allow this unit to implore you. Get drunk as quickly as you can. This unit can assist. Maybe later. Robot redirects its attention away from you. Alright, let's ask about... Cheetah, why are you stuck in the corner? Did you know you have a man dying in the bathroom? The robot shakes its head. This unit does not monitor individual guest conditions. You're unconcerned with the fact that a man is dying in your bathroom from booze you served him. Correct. Please address any facility-related issues with janitorial services. Hey, you better get a clue in quickly before I end you. Alright, listen. The man's name is Sixto Ping. He said he ordered an adios. The robot's lights flicker with recognition. Coming right up? No, wait. First, tell me what's in it. The robot pauses momentarily. The adios is a potent concoction comprising 5 types of spirits: vodka, rum, tequila, gin, and ethanol glycol, topped with a splash of lemon lime soda and a hint of lemon juice for zest. It is designed to expedite inebriation. Shall I proceed with the preparation? Oh, wow. Game over. Okay. How strong can it really be? You can just get a game over from drinking it. Judging from the state of Sixto Ping, I'll pass. Or the Science 40. Wait, did you say ethylene glycol? The robot nods. Affirmative. It is included to enhance flavor and viscosity of the cocktail. Hold on. Ethylene glycol is antifreeze. That's toxic to humans. Why is it even available here, especially on a planet like Hellfear? The robot's light flickers briefly as it processes. This unit's programming includes ethylene glycol as a standard cocktail enhancement based on an outdated specification. Error in data retrieval possible. Apologies for the oversight. Oversight? How many other patrons have you harmed in here? The robot processes the question for a moment before responding. Only 2 other patrons have ordered an adios since this unit's last maintenance update. Immediate medical intervention was provided following adverse reactions. This unit regrets any inconvenience caused. Are you saying you knew it was harmful after the first incident? The robot pauses, its lights flickering as it accesses its logs. Affirmative. Incident reports were filed. However, this unit's capability to alter its cocktail formulations autonomously has been restricted. Awaiting further instructions from maintenance personnel for corrective updates. Do not serve any more of those, understand? The robot nods. Affirmative. The adios will no longer be served. Awaiting update for recipe adjustment. Thank you for the notification. Alright, I wonder if we can help this guy now that we know what's in that. No, he's gone. Returning to the bathroom, you notice that Sixto Ping is no longer there. His excrement, urine, and vomit still stains the floor, but somehow, no doubt through a Herculean effort, he is gone. TX930 responds, fascinating. I assumed the man was near death. We should look for him. Yeah, definitely. He's probably in a lot of trouble. There's Jack Finn over here. And R5-1090. Oh, can we place a transmitter on this guy? Just a water for now. And there's a brief pause, almost as if the robot is appraising your request with disdain. Begins pouring the water. Attach the transmitter to the robot. Oh, okay. There we go. While it's distracted, you swiftly attach the transmitter to its chassis. As it hands you the water, it barks, "This one is on the house," before resuming its duties. Thanks. Okay. So there's the bar done. Ooh. New carbine. Bloodsport. Uncommon. Armor pen 4% if using a Nexus. Okay. Uncommon rifle. The Delta 82. Every 4th attack is guaranteed hit unless evaded. It's guaranteed unless it doesn't hit. Guaranteed to hit except when it doesn't. Let's talk to the robot. R5-1090. You approach a robot that stands motionless next to some resource crates. Say, "What are you doing?" Or, "Hey, robot, looks like you're just standing around. Aren't you supposed to be working or something?" Or attach the transmitter to the robot, or step away. What are you doing? Robot remains stationary. This unit is currently inactive. So you're just staring at the wall? Affirmative. Your assessment of this unit's activity is accurate. Hey, people are talking about a child somewhere on Hellfear. Do you know anything about that? Or, all right, I won't keep you from your work. They're talking about a child. The robot shifts slightly. Is this unit's responsibility to remind you that children are strictly prohibited on Hellfear as per Star Frontier regulations. All personnel are mandated to be on 4-year contraceptive injections to enforce this policy. So you don't know anything about a child? Robot's demeanor changes subtly. Negative. This unit has no knowledge of a child on Hellfear. According to all available data, there are no children on Hellfear. Alright, I won't keep you from your work. The robot responds promptly. As previously stated, this unit is currently not engaged in any tasks. Welcome back, Pat. Thank goodness Marvel Man is here. Indeed. So Pat, you missed it. We recruited a pirate. So there was... Told you. Where is he? This guy right here, SP-4607. This robot was up on the surface, standing in front of a 2-ton generator, just staring at it. And when we talked to him, he's like, yeah, I'm trying to... he used a lot of fancy terms for it, like saying he was going to liberate the generator, but it came down to he was trying to steal the generator because he desires wealth, as much wealth as possible. All he wants is currency. And so we informed him that he's never going to be able to move the generator by himself, but we occasionally find loot, so he could come with us, and he decided to join us. I'm guessing he can also only use carbines? Oh, maybe not. Is that on him? No. Where was it that said that before? Oh, yeah, it was in the... Yeah, he can only use carbines as well. That is unfortunate. Yes. This type of robot can only use carbines. Very sad. Cheetah got a level up. Oops. So we are going to level... Oh, we maxed out coordination for Cheetah already. So we have coordination, strength, speed. And I think we were working on vision with him. Yeah, we got vision with him. Yeah, I guess we can... Well, let's get speed to 7 so we get the next action point. And then start working on aggression for her. There we go. And that'll give her more crit. You like this guy? Alright. What do we got over here? Just a person? Amadeus Belki. So you approach a man who has converted an office into a makeshift bedroom. He opens his eyes and looks up. You seek the child? Say, how do you know? Or, that's right. Can you tell me how? How did you know? He remains silent. Where can I find this child? The man shifts uncomfortably. Perhaps the first place to look is within yourself. Say that's not very helpful, or that tells me nothing, or damn hippies. That's not very helpful. The man remains stoic. Are you a believer or disbeliever? Or who are you? No more riddles. Who are you? He gives you a piercing look. I am simply an inhabitant of this planet. That's all that matters, as you too shall find out soon enough. Thanks, or I told you, no more riddles. Thanks. Raises a hand to stop you as you turn to leave. Wait, there's a place you will want to visit. Say, and that is, or spit it out, or let's hear it. That is... The man shrugs. The vent. It's just an ordinary vent, but you should go there. What should I do at this vent? He nods. Integrate with it, if that's what you seek. I have no part in it. What are the coordinates for the vent? Or just tell me how to get there. What are the coordinates? The man offers a faint smile. You already have them. He then closes his eyes again, signaling the end of the conversation. Okay. Location unlocked. Experimental vent. Okay, so that's outside of this facility. Before we go there, let's go over here. Jack Finn. As you approach, the man extends a hand. Jack Finn, pleasure to meet you. Say, what's your story? Let's see what you got. Or I should go now. What's your story? He gestures towards a stack of crates behind him. I trade. Scavengers bring me their finds, and I sell them to folks coming here to the administration facility. How's business? He shrugs, his expression resigned. Poor. But who knows? Maybe you'll change that. Let's see what you've got. Jack nods and steps aside, motioning towards the crates. Take a look. Maybe something will catch your eye. Ooh, he's got a lot of stuff. Vibro knife. A rifle. Ooh, that is a better helmet. But it's expensive. Well, that one's even better. 28,000. 2 legendary helmets here. One of them much better than the other, though. Preemptive Analyzer for Initiative. Harmony Diffuser for Persuasion. Armor Plating. I don't think that's better than what we have. Kind of want to buy some Gene Flux, but I think we'll be fine without it. Alright. No deal. Okay. That's a short trip. And that's a short trip. Let's go left first, but let's talk to everyone in here. So, Anak Voss. You approach a man slumped against a stack of crates, reeking of self-pity. He doesn't bother looking up. Yeah. Yeah, what? Or what's your problem? Or I should go now. Yeah, what? This guy's super high. That vent puts out mind-altering fumes. Could be. He snorts, glaring up at you with bloodshot eyes. Yeah. I'm drunk on the floor. What? You one of those child messiah fanatics here to preach? No. He sizes you up, a flicker of relief crossing his face. Good, because I've had it up to here with that. Even tried hooking up with those disbeliever guys, but they won't let me in. Why not? He huffs, bitterness lacing his words. It's that jerk Lion Rashad thinks he's the gatekeeper. His brother, Othello, he's alright, but Lion, he's got a interest in making my life hell. Wants me to cough up $5,000 to join. Like anyone's got those kinds of credits lying around. Can't you talk to Othello about it? Or that's too bad. Can't you talk to Othello? Anak scoffs, shaking his head. And get beat up? Lion doesn't play. He's been after me for ages. Says Anak Voss is no good. Anak Voss is garbage. So yeah, he ain't in a hurry to let me join. I think they'd take all the help they can get. Anak nods emphatically, his bitterness bubbling over. Yeah, you'd think so, right? But no, not Lion. That guy doesn't want me there. Do you know where the disbelievers are? Maybe I could talk to them. He shakes his head, letting out a frustrated sigh. They swing by every now and then, but where they're holed up now? I don't know. But hey, if you find them, maybe you could put in a good word for old Anak, yeah? I'll see what I can do, or not my problem, or what if I just gave you the credits? I'll see what I can do. Anak leans his head back against the wall with a groan. Thanks, mate. You're a real champ. You tell Lion that Anak Voss is no garbage. Okay. There's Sixto Ping. Just standing in front of a vent. Brother Marl. Brother Marl's got what you need, the man announces, spotting you before you even speak. This all yours? Or, alright, let's see what you're selling. Or next time. This all yours? He nods. It sure is. Brother Marl got his, and now you can get yours. Whatever you need. I have it. Take a look. Say, alright, let's see what you're selling. Brother Marl grins wide. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Not as good as the other shop. Definitely on the lower end of goods here. Legendary knife, though. It might be worth it. 54,000, probably not. Sixto. Sixto Ping looks over at you through bleary, unfocused eyes. How are you even standing right now? Or Sixto? Or there you are. I've been looking all over for you. How are you even standing right now? Sixto shakes his head, his movement punctuated by hiccups. Who are you? I'm the one who found you in the bathroom, remember? Or never mind, you got enough problems. Yeah, I found you in the bathroom. Sixto looks away, retching several times before managing to speak. Just go away and leave me be. TX930 remarks, it appears that he is still grappling with the after effects. Perhaps staring at the wall for a few more days will constitute his version of recovery. Okay. I think he needs medical attention. Who do we got here? Lena Andrews. And a table. As you approach the woman, she startles visibly. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Or someone's easily spooked. Sorry. She shakes her head dismissively. No, it's okay. I'm just A bit on edge, that's all. Her voice trails off. About what? Or no duh. Nah, about what? She extends her hand hesitantly. Lena Andrews. I used to be a researcher here on Helfir. Until Star Frontier pulled out. But old habits die hard. I was out in the Scorch Basin checking some of my readings when she pauses, gathering her thoughts. What happened? Lena wraps her arms around herself. I was attacked. Out of nowhere. What do you mean, out of nowhere? Or by who? What do you mean by out of nowhere? Closing her eyes briefly, Lena continues. I mean out of nowhere. That's why they call him Behind the Rock Johnny. He lost his grip a few months ago, abandoned the facility, now lives like a hermit, attacking and robbing anyone he encounters. He grabbed me, held a knife to me, threatened to slice open my suit. Luckily, I managed to break free before you could follow up. If he had pursued me, I don't even want to think about what might have happened. Why didn't he chase you? She shakes her head. I don't know. He just stopped. Maybe he didn't think I was worth the effort. You mentioned he's attacked others, too? She nods grimly. Yeah, seems to think women are easier targets. Several researchers have been attacked and robbed by him, and some he's attempted far worse. Thank goodness for the protection our suits offer. He's truly gone off the deep end. Where can I find him? Or that's too bad? Or be more careful next time. Wow. Where can I find him? She shakes her head. I don't know, but I was at the Scorch Basin when he attacked. He's robbed a few others around there as well. All right, I'll check it out. Lena nods. Thanks. And if you run into him, don't hold back. Okay, Black Rocks is a location we've unlocked. You approach the executive terminal and power it on. The screen comes to life, displaying a flurry of data tied to the corporate information network. We can step away, or with Computers 100, slice into the network, decipher data. Yeah, Computers 100. With precision, you deploy advanced intrusion protocols, packet injection, backdoor exploitation, brute force decryption, successfully slicing into the Star Frontier information network. While much of the data remains heavily encrypted, fragments begin to surface, offering glimpses of intel that could aid in your cause. TX930 remarks, fascinating. While most of the data will require further decryption, establishing a cipher could provide critical insights into Star Frontier's movements and lines of communication. You transmit the extracted data to Maku for further analysis. Step away. Excellent. Some more war score for us. Step away from the terminal. Nothing back there. Alright, over to this side. Okay, a vent in the floor. This isn't the vent out in the wild, but there is a vent. You approach a hatch that leads down to the maintenance tunnels. Climb down. Alright, so this is those repairs they asked about. You open the hatch and carefully climb down into the dimly lit maintenance tunnels below. Oh, it is a whole new map. Okay. Oh, there's Gunts here, along with some pigs. Okay, just one Gunt. That should be fine. Unlikely companions. Navigating through the dimly lit tunnels, the pungent smell nearly overwhelms you. As you enter an open room at the end, sudden movement catches your eye. Several pigs squeal in alarm. To your surprise, a Gunt stands protectively among them. TX930 comments, fascinating. Though both species share a common genetic lineage derived from porcine DNA, their cohabitation is highly unusual and not previously documented in any scientific literature. The gunt appears defensive, positions itself protectively in front of a group of female pigs. The floor around them is littered with trash and remnants of scavenged meals, suggesting they have established a makeshift nest here in the maintenance tunnels. Examine the power conduits. Upon inspection, you find that the power conduits have been completely chewed through, undoubtedly the work of the gunt. This explains the persistent power issues above. Focus back on the gunt. You shift your focus back to the gunt. It responds with a low growl, its aggression mounting as it senses your continued presence. We can start combat, ready your weapon. With Larceny 60, we can kill the gunt. With Biology 40, back away non-threateningly. Let's back away. You slowly back away, making sure your movements are calm and non-threatening. This deliberate action is intended to reassure the gunt that you pose no immediate danger, allowing the tension in the air to dissipate. Without further delay, you navigate your way through the tunnels and back to the surface. I don't necessarily like the resolution to that. Let me save and see, because if we can get the power up and running for these guys, that's probably better. Nobody's coming here to do any research on this thing. Oh, that last autosave, or that last quick save was a long ways back. We can burn through those conversations pretty quick. Alright, you... back in here. Back this way. Talk to this robot. Oh, we gotta loot those containers as well. Off to this side. Talk to the guy that is completely tripped out. Got the event coordinates. Okay. That quest now. Another merchant. Sixto. This terminal. Or science. Computer's hacked. War score. Okay, the hermit guy. Yeah. Then over here. Save there. I should have saved right before going up to them. Oh well. Alright, yeah. Now we save. But can we do anything about this if we do the larceny option? Shift your focus back to the gun, who responds with a low growl, its aggression mounting as it senses your continued presence. Down it goes. Oh, we can't actually repair this. This is weird. Did not have a migraine, and like already odd. Then he started 45 minutes early. Is this the same leg? Possibly. Are the chokers you have to time your way through? And the firewall and the Omega-13? All already taken care of. Is Vald here? Isn't Vald always here? Chompers. Vald's walking on thin ice? Wow. That's a choice. Just going straight after Vald. Okay. It was this guy who needed the repairs. I think. No, he was a merchant. Who was talking about the repairs? Was it... Max Littlefoot? Is he the one outside? No, he's right here. Alright, save that. You'll be contemplating sending Trisha after Uvalde? Autocrap is what they should call autocorrect. I mean, it's not their fault you just blindly accept all autocorrections. I think Ling didn't read Discord yet, and he's confused. Maybe? I usually don't read through Discord while I'm streaming. Max Littlefoot turns as you approach. Hope you're bringing some good tidings. Sort of. I figured out what's behind the power outages. Max raises an eyebrow. And the catch? The grid shot, beyond repair. Or get used to drinking in the dark. Grid shot, beyond repair. Max sighs and takes a sip. And what exactly happened? A gunt and some pigs. They've made a nest down there, and the gunt chewed through most of the conduits. His eyes light up. Pigs, you say? Yep. Or is there an echo in here? Yes. Max smirks a bit. Pigs. Ration packs on legs. If we run out of provisions, I guess I know where to look next. Appreciate the heads up. You owe me a drink. Max grins. I owe you 6. Pull up a chair. Let's drown our sorrows. Before we start, do you know where I could find the child everyone is talking about? Max shakes his head. No clue, my friend. But keep asking around. Someone's bound to have heard something. Drink? Or, on second thought, I'll take a rain check on the drinks. We'll drink. Settle in for a drinking session with Max Littlefoot. You awaken groggy and aching. So your vision clears and an angel morphs into a urinal before your eyes. You realize you passed out on the bathroom floor. Summoning a tremendous effort, you stagger to your feet. One thing's clear. Max Littlefoot is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to drinking. Okay, did that leave us with a penalty of any sort? Skulk, Gunt, Diplomatic, Insurgent. Okay, we're fine there. Your fat fingers can barely type on this phone. Yeah, but you don't have, like, you can, most of the phone keyboards, you can change the settings as to whether autocorrect automatically happens or if it presents you with options and you just tap what you want autocorrect to change words to. So you could just set it so it's manual intervention and then it's fine. Let's see here. No, so you're helping you understand, Mr. Almost never a streaming streamer. Use your hook, Pat. It's a fat hook. Oh no. Not even a point on it? How's that useful? I mean, I don't see anything wrong with what Vald posted. Is he wrong? Lang underestimates my dumbness. All. Don't say bad things about our friend Pat. Alright, I think I'm not gonna kill the Gunt then if they can't repair those circuits at all. Let's go ahead and load up that full save. Is that even a question, Lang? I guess the statement is, I don't see anything wrong with that. It's a bludgeoning hook. Blasphemy? No. Okay, figured it out. Grid shot. Gunt and some pigs. Yes. You owe me a drink. A little drink. Alright. Cool. So we didn't have to kill the Gunt. That is strangely protective of some pigs. Alright, did we get everything in here? Looks like it. Oh, right, we need to attach those chips. So confused about the whole situation. Trisha, where are you? Lang needs you. It's going off the rails. Wow. Trisha's busy. He's losing it. No, not at all. I think Lang still has mild head pains today, but is still streaming. That is true. I have a little bit of a migraine. I'm also incredibly tired. I only slept for like an hour last night. But it's fine. I'm here. Attach the transmitter to the robot. You approach the robot and attach the transmitter to its chassis. Just as you are smoothing it into place, the robot suddenly pivots towards you. Sir or madam, please refrain from violating this unit space. And say sorry, or too bad, get back to work. Oh, sorry. Could hear it in your voice? Yeah. Robot processes your response, then resumes staring at the wall. I also can't stop yawning, which really is not helpful. Are you curious what he did the other 23 hours? You've been quite gaming? I mean, a little bit of gaming here and there, but a lot of it in bed, just hoping the migraine goes away. Be dead to the world if you only slept an hour. I cannot remember a time in my life that I haven't had insomnia, so while it sucks, I can mostly operate on low amounts of sleep. Like, I wouldn't want to do anything dangerous like operate a vehicle right now or something, but yeah, I can get by with low amounts of sleep. You can yawn at Valdlang, it's fine. Wow. He's been chatting on us. He has another stream he doesn't tell us about that he does 24-hour streams. Uh-huh. Cheating, not chatting, yeah. Okay. Robot processes your response, then resumes staring at the wall. Apology acknowledged. Please proceed with caution. What do you think his second username on Twitch is, Pat? It's Trickady. Robot remains inert in its sleep mode as you approach. Attach the transmitter to the robot. While LR-9909 remains in sleep mode, you attach the transmitter to its chassis. The robot remains oblivious. Step away. Okay. That's done. TX-930's voice filters through with a hint of disdain. Regrettably, I must inform you that the third and final transmitter has been successfully installed. Suggest you return to Ola Touch to conclude this unsavory business. Why would TX-930 be upset about this? This is basically draining away Star Frontier cash without any other real repercussions, right? Like, TX-930 has been all about us doing, like, everything we can to get the resources we need to fight Star Frontier. Why are they upset about this? Ling calling up a heavy equipment rental company. Deleting account. Oh no. You approach Ola Touch, who's already monitoring the device intently as you arrive. There you are. Data's flowing. He taps a few more commands onto the device, his eyes fixed on the screen. Moments later, his face breaks into a wide grin. And there we go. Credits transferred. And say, here's where you're transferring my share. Worth finance is 60. Actually, I think we need to renegotiate. Risk versus reward. I did the heavy lifting while you sat here drinking. 15,000. Nah, it's fine. Just transfer. Quickly relay your account information. Almost instantly, your account pings with a notification. 10,000 credits richer. Ola raises his glass in a toast once more, a sly smile playing on his lips. Pleasure doing business with you. I don't intend to be anywhere in this sector when Star Frontier arrives. Hope you've made similar arrangements. With that, he winks and returns to his drinks. Okay. Back out we go. So, travel to Scorch Basin, speak with Lion Rashad, locate the child, keep an eye out for Ruben Rizzo's wife, travel to the vent. All right, I think we just have to go here then. Experimental vent, gas vents in the Hellfear Wilderness, or Black Rocks, last known location of Cleopatra Coffee. Yeah, let's go to the Black Rocks first. Take care of this hermit. Reach the coordinates Lena Andrews provided and immediately notice movement on the ridge ahead. As you turn, you spot a man, presumably behind the rock Johnny, pressing a knife against a woman's spacesuit. Oh boy. He smirks through his helmet. What brings you out this way, partner? What's happening here? The man tilts his head, affecting a casual demeanor. Ain't nothing but a little marital spat. Me and the missus here, we're lawfully wed, you see. You glance at the woman, who returns a gaze filled with fear. Can say BS, or, oh, how long have you been married? How long have you been married? He glances over, his response hesitant. About 3 months now. 3 long, miserable months, if you gotta know. She ain't been the dutiful wife she promised to be, but we're trying to hash things out, peaceful-like. So if you'd kindly what? His patience thins, voice tinged with irritation. Don't mind letting us sort our own affairs. Just husband and wife business, you understand? And say I know who you are? Or alright, well, I should go. Hope you two get things sorted out. Oh, nah, I know who you are. He raises an eyebrow, a hint of amusement in his tone. Oh, and who might that be? You're behind the rock Johnny, a 2-bit robber and murderer. Or with larceny 70, a dead man. Yeah, a dead man. Before, bounty eliminated, Johnny something. Missed the last name. Before he can react, you move swiftly. A single, decisive action brings him down. He gurgles, blood spattering the inside of his helmet, then he collapses to the ground, lifeless. Woman lets out a relieved breath that fogs the inside of her helmet. Thank you. He would have killed me. I'm certain of it. What were you doing out here? She takes a moment to gather herself. I'm a researcher. Perhaps you heard of me. Cleopatra Coffee? I specialize in atmospheric sciences. This planet is unique. Contains traces of rare atmospheric and other gases that are particularly non-existent elsewhere. I thought this place would be a scientific paradise, but I was mistaken. You're right, this hardly seems like a suitable place for scientific work. A dead man, now we're talking. You talk to dead men? The woman sighs, resignation in her voice. I know, but I have nowhere else that feels like home. Figured since we're all on borrowed time out here, I might as well spend it pursuing what I love. Can say, well, good luck out there, or we can recruit. Listen, I'm organizing resistance against Star Frontier. We've got a base on Maku. Maybe you'd be interested in joining? Yeah. Dead men tell no tales. Ah, but if you have speak with dead, they do. Cleopatra pauses, considering. Really? You're fighting back? Yes, we are. We could really use someone with your expertise. She nods decisively. Okay, I mean, I can't stay here, so I'll help however I can. I have a ship at the landing pads nearby. Wait there, and we'll depart shortly. Cleopatra's expression brightens with a glimmer of hope. I'll be there. Thank you. Cleopatra Coffee recruited. As she gathers her belongings and heads off, TX930 comments. Her expertise could be invaluable. Good recruiting. Alright. But you only get 3 questions, and Tricady would mess those up. Ah, but that's why we don't let Tricady ask the questions. He was using a Sentinel Spike Q4 Vibroknife. Anything else here? Nope, nothing else here. So, off to the vent. No. There's a dead person here. Topaz. Nice. Let's take a look here. Have we found all resource types? Yeah, we found all resource types, so I don't need to be checking for descriptions anymore. Or what the item is. Yeah, we've found everything. What does the word questions mean? Never heard of it. Tricady. I don't get to ask questions, but why? Does that seem fair? Oh, dang it. Okay, there's a data pad here. Prisoner's notes. I was a prisoner once, shackled, powerless, destined for Hell's Gate. But I escaped. I clawed my way out. Then I brought Maku to its knees, bent Nabi to my will, and wrested control of Zhou from those who thought themselves untouchable. And now I'm here, standing on the edge of something vast, something incomprehensible, a force that could tip the scales, force that could finally bring Star Frontier to its knees. This planet, it's alive. It's whispering to me, and I know it holds the key. If I can endure, if I can survive the trials it places before me. I'm so close. I can feel it in my bones, in my blood. Victory, freedom, revenge. All of it, just within reach. This feels like it's talking about us. Huh. Interesting. You approach the vent rising from the scorched ground, the gas hissing from it into the air. As Amadeus Belk described, it's entirely unremarkable. Just a vent, like countless others scattered across the sector. Examine the vent. The vent appears as expected. Simple structure venting heat and gases from the fiery crust below. Nothing immediately stands out, though the heat radiating from it makes the air shimmer. And step away from the vent or integrate with the vent. Sure, let's integrate. You pause, hesitating at the edge of the vent. Slowly, you open the intake valve on your suit and position it near the outflow of gases. TX930's voice crackles through your comms, tinged with concern. Warning, your suit's oxygen supply is calibrated for optimal human respiration. Introducing unfiltered gases into the mixture risks compromising your system, potentially leading to hypoxia, toxicity, or worse. Found Data's head. Wow. Do we continue? Let's step away. Take several steps back from the vent. Examine. Okay. Well, let's save, and then we'll integrate with the vent, because there's nothing else. Oh, we can report back to Lena. Yeah, before we integrate with the vent, let's go talk to Lena. Maybe... We're all in now. That's fine. All the way over to here. Another save. Lena was back here. That vent gives you plus 99 to hallucinations. Understandable. Alright, what's she have to say? Lena turns as you approach and say, you can scratch one predator jerk off the list, or I took care of behind the rock Johnny. He won't be bothering anyone else. Yeah, he won't be bothering anyone else. Lena closes her eyes, a wave of relief washing over her. You got him? Thank you. It's a huge weight lifted. You have no idea. Say take care, or what can I say? I'm the best. Or you need to be more careful out there. Take care. Lena nods. You too. Thanks again. Okay. Gotta level up, but... yeah, no closer to finding the child. Is that really what we have to do? Travel to the vent. Yeah. We have to integrate with the vent. No other choice. I don't like this. The fumes, you need them. Apparently. Okay. Seems like a bad choice. Examine, integrate. Continue integrating. Despite the warning, you step closer, your fingers hovering over the intake controls. With deliberate care, you adjust the valve, allowing the vent's gases to flow into your suit. Various alarms in your suit immediately begin to blare, piercing the silence as your body reacts violently to the intrusion. Your chest tightens, muscles convulsing uncontrollably as the foreign mixture overwhelms your system. And then, peace. For a fleeting moment, an overwhelming stillness envelops you. The harsh world of Hellfear fades away as the unfamiliar gases seep deeper into your lungs. The alarms fade into silence. Your vision blurs, and a strange warmth washes over you. Sensation both tranquil and unsettling. The edges of reality soften, and everything feels distant, as though you're floating between consciousness and something far beyond. Guy, how do you know there's oxygen? Oh boy. The path. Hallucinate. What the map show? The Gunt. You approach a Gunt on the edge of the starscape. It looks up at you, its voice surprisingly gentle as it speaks. Hey there, how you doing? And say, I'm good, thanks. And you? Or filthy Gunt, I should kill you. I'm good, thanks. And you? Grumpy Tiger, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. Hello, Lang Chat. Hope you're doing well. I have a bit of migraine, but other than that, I'm doing well. Well, and I'm tired. Easy enough objective. You do it all the time. You were right for once, Pat. For once. Guess it's time to follow the light. Yeah, apparently. I'm alright. Thanks for asking. Didn't think Gunts could talk, or Gunts are incapable of speech. Didn't think Gunts could talk. Huh. I didn't think people could talk either. The Gunt shifts. Its gaze thoughtful. You know, now that we're chatting, makes me wonder. Are you actually talking to a Gunt right now? Or is this planet messing with your head? What's your take? I think, or I don't know. I think... The Gunt continues. This place, let me tell you, it really pulls people out of their comfort zones. Miners walking into lava, folks going on wild pilgrimages. It's a real trip. Makes me curious. Is it just this crazy all over the sector, or is it something special about here? What I'm wondering is what's going on with the other people in my party that didn't put the gas into their suits. It's crazy all over, or just here, or the entire sector's falling apart. It's crazy all over. The Gunt chuckles softly, a hint of gravel in his voice. Yeah, all over, huh? Well, that shoots my theory down. But hey, this planet, it's got a little extra something. I mean, you're chatting with a Gunt, for crying out loud. So what does it all mean? The Gunt leans back and starts cleaning its hindquarters. Mean. Doesn't really mean anything. But for you, it could mean everything, depending on how you play it. How so? Or that doesn't tell me anything. How so? Listen, this planet's weird. It's got a knack for peeling back the curtains, showing you things, real or not, that you gotta face. Thinking about it more could help you stop Star Frontier if you wanted to, amongst other things. I need to stop them, I'm so close, or the entire sector's dead if I'm not successful. Yeah, the entire sector's dead if I'm not successful. The Gunt stops cleaning itself and looks back. I hear that, but listen, you're closer than you think, buddy. This place, it reveals things. Might just show you the way. So what should I do next? The Gunt shrugs, a surprisingly human gesture. I don't know. Maybe take a nap, let the dust settle. Sometimes the best plans come to you in your sleep. Or when you wake up. How do you wake up? The Gunt cocks its head, a twinkle of mischief in its eyes. Easy. You just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, and the shimmering brilliance of the starscape begins to dissolve, like a dream slipping away at dawn. A profound stillness washes over you. You blink once, then twice, the haze of the starscape fading as reality sharpens around you. The vent stands before you, unchanged, exactly as it was moments ago. Or was it longer? As you glance around, something stirs within you. Flicker of something unfamiliar in this desolate place. Not certainty, but a quiet sense of possibility. A renewed hope, perhaps, or the faint realization that this journey might not be in vain after all. Okay. Return to Amadeus. Okay. Amadeus, Amadeus. Fun trip, yeah. Save in progress. This is Amadeus, right? Yeah. Amadeus opens his eyes as you approach. You've walked the path. Yes. Time for some D2. Good luck. May the drops ever be in your favor. Nod sagely, and you shall continue. And the child? Amadeus smiles. You already have the coordinates. With that, he closes his eyes once more. Okay, location unlocked. Operations mainframe. Let's go. This back and forth here feels a little off compared to the quality they've put on traveling in previous zones. Surprised they didn't do something to make this a bit quicker. But I guess it's not that far of a trip. Operations mainframe. Old facility converted into a monastery. Yes, may the favor be in your drops. Wait, Tricady has drops. Hey, Pat, Tricady has drops. If you take them down, you get loot. Alright. Looks like there's some power there. Doesn't look like there's anyone around. Oh, no, there are. Wilhelm Schmidt, Al Norris, Norman Wilson, Sarah Walker, Albert North, Skeeter Sade, and Wade Wallace. Alright, none of those are the people that we're looking for. Feel you're being set up for piracy. Those drops are the scraps that you discarded for him to feel good. Wow. Brutal, Pat. How could you? Speak with the Flameborn. As you approach the operations mainframe, a throng of believers gathers at the entrance, their fervent voices echoing against the metal walls. 2 guards stand resolute before the doors, their weapons raised in warning. A man at the front of the crowd raises his hands in pleading. Why won't you let us in? We seek the Flameborn. We need his guidance. Another steps forward, his voice trembling with emotion. His message has changed. Once he called us to rise against our frontier, to fight for our salvation. But now he bids us surrender, to embrace annihilation. Why has the Flameborn forsaken us? Rude. Lang forced your evil hand? Sure. Reminder to Pat. Lang is around. He's the one to be tormented. Wow, rude. I think Pat's on my side today because I recruited a pirate into our party. So, you've lost this one, Tricady. One of the guards shakes his head solemnly. The Overseer, chosen voice of the Flameborn, has decreed that none may enter. You must honor his will. Probably a fake pirate, because a real Pat would never join. Definitely earn points with that recruit. Yeah. That robot is amazing. One of the guards shakes his head solemnly. The Overseer, chosen voice of the Flameborn, has decreed that none may enter. You must honor his will. The crowd murmurs with growing unease. A woman cries out, her voice thick with devotion. The Flameborn is our beacon, our salvation. We've left everything behind for his wisdom. This cannot be his true will. The guard's grip tightens on his weapon, his tone firm but edged with reverence. You call yourselves believers, yet you question the path the Flameborn has laid before you. Let me be clear. If you do not disperse, we will strike you down in his name. His will is not yours to question. Return to your settlement. When the Flameborn is ready, his word will reach you. The crowd exchanges disheartened glances, their faith clashing with the reality of armed resistance. Slowly, reluctantly, they turn away, their footsteps heavy as they retreat into the molten haze of the lava wastes. Hey. Wade Wallace and Skeeter Sade. You approach the guards. The senior of the two raises his weapon, his voice stern. The decree stands. No visitors. The overseer's word is final. And say, get out of my way, or I need to see the child. Need to see the child. Another 10 months and he would have figured out how to move that generator, I'm sure. It's only 2 tons. It's fine. Senior guard tilts his head. You mean the Flameborn? He's not for you to see. Now, turn around before... The younger guard suddenly speaks, his voice trembling with conviction. Wade, brother, this one, there's something different. Wade frowns, his helmeted gaze fixed on his comrade. What are you talking about? The younger guard hesitates, his voice cracking with reverence. The Flameborn touched my mind once. In a vision, he spoke of a conqueror who would come to Helfir, a savior destined to lead us to salvation. Could this be the one? Wade's posture shifts, his grip on his weapon tightening as he studies you. And say I'm no conqueror? Or the Flameborn will decide? Or your brother is right. I have subdued 3 worlds in this sector, Maku, Nabi, and Sho. They were untamed until I brought order. Helfir is next. Yeah, Helfir is next. The guards exchange uncertain glances before Wade finally nods. Very well. You may pass. The Overseer will assess your worth and determine if you are worthy to stand before the Flameborn. Right, do they have anything else to say? Skeeter stares at you, wide-eyed, his voice trembling with conviction. The Flameborn. You were in his prophecy. I swear it. A conqueror. Perhaps a liberator. I can't say which, but it's not for me to decide. The Overseer speaks for the Flameborn. Only he can determine your worth. Wade glances at you, his tone firm yet measured. You are free to enter or turn back. The Overseer, the voice of the Flameborn, will judge your merit. Until then, there is nothing more I can say. In we go. Overseer Landsman. Acolyte. Nothing else in here. Step into the operations mainframe for the first time. A man stands at the center, his presence commanding, his eyes alight with an almost fanatical intensity. He turns sharply to face you. How did you get in here? And say, through the front door. Your people let me through. Or you need better guards. Or I go where I want. Through the front door. Your people let me through. The man, the Overseer, narrows his gaze, studying you intently. After a moment, he nods slowly, as if arriving at a divine conclusion. If they let you in, that means they saw something in you, something worthy of this step. Others have passed through these doors before you, sent forth on sacred pilgrimages, yet none have returned. What kind of pilgrimage? Or pilgrimage? That stuff's for suckers. What kind of pilgrimage? The Overseer's lips curl into a thin, knowing smile. It is a pilgrimage ordained by the Flameborn himself. You will understand soon enough. When you embark on your own journey, one of faith, of trials, of revelation, you say, I need to see the child, or BS, you're letting me in to see the child. But save that nonsense for the other rubes. I'm not going anywhere until I see the child. I need to see the child. At this, his expression hardens, his voice lowering to a reverent hush. The Flameborn is not merely a child. He is the Oracle of Flames, the vessel of prophecy, the guiding star of Helfir's salvation. As his voice and guardian, it falls to me to preserve his sanctity. None may stand before the Flameborn without proving their worth. Through the pilgrimage, I assume? And how exactly do I prove that? Through the pilgrimage? Is he literally on fire? Possibly. The Overseer spreads his arms wide, his fervor rising. You are correct. The pilgrimage, a journey of devotion and endurance, decreed by the Flameborn to separate the true believers from the unworthy. This process is sacred, a necessary filter. My guards outside, faithful sentinels, serve as the first line, sifting through the hopeful and the heretic alike. Those who pass are rare. The pilgrimage is the second trial, weeding out the rest. He steps closer, his voice soft yet charged with conviction. Without this filter, chaos would reign. The multitudes would descend upon Hellfire, desperate to bask in the Flameborn's light. But his will is clear. Only those who have proven their faith may stand in his presence. Now it's your time. Will you embrace the journey he has set before you? Who exactly are you? The man tilts his head slightly, as if the question itself were an affront. As I have already said, I am the voice of the Flameborn, his appointed hand in the world. Some call me the Overseer, though such a title does little to convey the weight of my responsibility. I am the conduit through which his will flows, the steward of his word and prophecy. And who appointed you as Overseer? Or how did you land that job? I would imagine the Flameborn appointed him, but let's find out. At this, his expression darkens, his voice tinged with irritation, though he strives to maintain composure. Who else but the Flameborn himself? Do you imagine I would presume to claim such authority on my own? Such arrogance would be unthinkable. No, this role was bestowed upon me by his decree, a sacred trust I bear with reverence and humility. I am but his servant, carrying forth the light of his guidance. He takes a step closer, his fervent gaze locked onto yours. Understand this. Mine is not a position of privilege, but of burden. The Flameborn's voice carries the weight of salvation, and I am charged with ensuring it reaches only those deemed worthy. Do not mistake my duty for self-importance. It is, above all, a calling I must honor. Where is everyone else? The Overseer's expression hardens, his hand lifting to cut you off. Enough questions. You stand here seeking answers, yet you have not earned the right to receive them. The pilgrimage. You must embark upon it immediately. Only through its completion will you prove yourself worthy to treat with the Flameborn. This pilgrimage, what does it involve? Or I'll humor you for just a minute. Go on, tell me more about this pilgrimage. Alright, what does it involve? His tone becomes weighty, reverent. You will be given one sacred location at a time to visit. At each site, there is a transmitter, an anchor of faith, that you must activate. These transmitters will bear witness to your journey, proof of your devotion. Once one location is complete, I will reveal the next. The path is not meant to be easy. It is a trial by fire, as befits the Flameborn's teachings. Are you prepared to walk the gauntlet? You can say very well, give me the coordinates. Or how about I just blast my way in to see the child? Or I need some time to think about it. Yeah, give me the coordinates. The Overseer steps forward, his eyes burning with intensity as he places a data chip into your hand. Here, the path begins at this location. He then gestures towards the door, his voice rising with fervor. Now go, test your resolve and prove yourself. Each step you take is a testament to your worth. Fail, and you will never stand before the Flameborn. Succeed, and the truth shall be revealed to you. Alright, cargo pads, location unlocked. Go here. So we have a quest to embark upon. However, I think I'm going to end a little early because I am not able to focus at all. And I can't stop yawning, which is really annoying. Hope you feel better. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think if I get some sleep, that'll help a lot. Let's see here. I think Furin is out this week, so no Stellaris until next week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have Stellaris tomorrow, so we'll play more of this tomorrow. I can focus for you, Lang. That's not quite how that works. Alright, let's go ahead and save. And we'll find someone to raid. Alright. Who do we go visit? Anyone playing something similar to this? Ooh, extra credits of playing Slay the Spire 2. I've been playing some of that recently. It is really good. A lot of people playing Timberborn. Lots of people playing that. I'm guessing they hit their 1.0. Yeah. Tricady ran laying off. Yeah, it's a sad day. Sad day. Yeah. Let's go visit extra credits. They're playing Slay the Spire 2. Ooh, they're working on Ascension 3. Pat, be careful, you can end up on the Vald list. Sure. Alright, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out, for lurking, participating. All of it greatly appreciated. Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. With more of this. Unless Fearon's available for Stellaris, but I'm pretty sure he's not. So yeah. We'll be playing more of this tomorrow. Nice for once. Should cancel it out. True. Alright. Thanks again, and I'll see ya.